Let me guess, you probably want to achieve the cinematic look but you don't have a high budget? Well, you click on the right video because today I'm gonna teach you how to do that with a low budget. What's up everybody, it's your boy Frankografo and welcome back to a brand new video. Well, if you're here, you probably watch my cinematic clips that I'm going to teach you how to do that with a low budget. Let's begin. So, first of all, I recorded this video just using a 7R2. This is pretty much my first full frame mirrorless cinema camera, and right now it should be around 700 bucks in the market used. My whole neighborhood, they all have like 20 dogs each in their house. All right, let's change places. And for the lens, I used a 35mm 1.2 SLR cinema lens, which is like 250 bucks brand new right now in BH. So we're talking about a budget of $1,000. That's literally what I use. Oh, and I forgot, I also use this. Give me a moment. I also use a Tiffin ND variable filter, which helps you to control lights while using a big aperture. Or let's say if right now I want to record outside like it is right now, which is currently like 4 p.m. The sun is super bright right now. If I want to record high aperture with a lens, well, you should have a ND filter. There's a lot of ND filters out there. I personally like the variables because you can adjust how bright or dark your image look just by simply moving the little top of the head. Obviously you cannot see this because it is not mounted. Well, I think you can see a little bit right there. Once you rotate, it will go darker or brighter. I need to clean this variable ND, by the way. So this ND filter is about I don't know, 80 bucks. I don't remember how much I bought it because I bought it like 3 years ago for another lens, and casually it was the same filter mount size, so I got lucky on that one. So yeah, of course you don't need a high budget cinema rig in order to achieve cinematic look. So yeah, for me, if I'm working in a low budget cinema project, I take 4 things in consideration, and this will be number 1, framing. Why is the framing so important? Framing will give you the advantage of giving you the best creative, cool looking angles for your cinematic project. If you don't know how to frame your videos, it doesn't matter what aperture you put your lens, you're not gonna have that will create that cinematic look that everything looks bokeh and blurred, and at the same time everything is sharp and in focus. If you don't know how to put your subject in the correct right area with putting the camera in the right area in the right angle, you will not have a good framing, which is going to make your footage looks a little bit flat, and we don't want that, guys. Considering myself, I think this is one of the most important steps while doing cinematic projects. Number 2, man, this is super trending right now. Color grading is pretty much right now, if you don't do framing, if you don't do the other steps that I'm going to teach you in a low budget, because in a high budget I take in consideration like 20 steps, I don't know, but you know, this is a low budget, so let's stick to the 4 ways, okay? Don't fight with me. Let's talk about color grade. Color grade, for me, it is the game-changing step while doing project. It's one of the biggest steps to take into consideration because this will give the mood of your video. Say for example, this particular clip right here, it is purposely made with this color grade in order to give that suspense dark look. If for example I color graded like this, then obviously it was not gonna feel the same way. So basically it will give you that feeling of the video, it will transmit an energy or a feeling. And the number 3 will be the frame rates and the 180 shutter speed angle. So this pretty much too, the frame rate is gonna give you how natural the image is going to look. If you want to record a project that you're not gonna use slow motions, then you should be recording at 30 frames per second. Many people say 24, many people say 25. A lot of people have different opinions, but for me, since all platform only support 30 frames per second, you should be recording at 30 frames per second and editing at 30 frames per second, okay? And the 180-degree shutter angle will give you a more natural look. And if you want to add more spice to your video, you should add slow motion. Slow motion goes from 60 to plus frame per second, and you will have natural, good looking slow motion. My personal opinion, I don't go above 120 frames per second because for me it just is way too slow. I want to have a slow motion but a good movement, so I do recommend 60 frames per second, especially because you can work with 60 frames per second and have a clean image in low light. And the last but most important thing, many people fail in this area because they don't think that this area is important, and I'm talking about editing, guys. So if let's say you have everything, you have the framing, you have the color grade, you have the basic rules of frame rates and shutter angles degrees, but you suck at editing, man, your projects, they're gonna look even cheaper than it looks already. At least invest your time in learning editing skills, because this will give you 125.5 ... steps ahead of every single one of everyone in earth who does cinema project. If you suck at editing, your whole project is gonna suck. Even YouTube offers a lot of free courses. You know, I'm not talking about courses, I'm talking about videos. Don't tell anyone, okay? There's bunch of videos that will teach you how to do pretty much everything these days. So pretty much that's my 4 ways of making my projects look cinematic with a very low budget. You don't need a lot of money in order to create big project. All you need to have is these 4 steps, a lot of creativity, and the most important step that is not mentioned in this video because it comes from you. You need to be highly motivated in order to be able to create this project however you want them to look. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. I don't have anything else to say. Don't spend a lot of money. You can do it. You don't need an FX6. You don't need a Raptor. Like I said before, thank you so much for the support you've been giving me to the video. I'm gonna be consistently every Sunday. I'll see you guys in this channel. Please click the subscribe button, guys. To be honest, I want to leave out of this because I spend tons of hours, tons of time invested in this project, and I'm doing it for free. I don't care if I get paid or not, to be honest. I just want to be able to live out of it and just make this a full-time. Anyway, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for tuning by. This is Frankografo. I'll catch you out in the next one. Peace. I'm out. You know what? I should be planning to do a creative intro because every time it's getting more awkward every single video.